worse for their catalytic converters. At least a half dozen cases Sunday alone around Grand Rapids. At 5, we told you how quickly these thieves can hit, spending less than a minute under a car. So what can you do to protect yourself? 24-Hour News 8's Ken Colker spent the day talking to experts and is in Grand Rapids with what he learned.
Yeah, Brian, this is what the thieves are after. This honeycomb-like filter made of precious metals that make the catalytic converter work.
According to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, 1,298 Americans told their insurance providers that their car's catalytic converter had been stolen in 2018. By 2020, catalytic converters theft was up to 14,433. The number of catalytic converters theft in the United States surged to 64,701 in 2022. Almost half of those cases came from 2 states, California and Texas.
Here in the driveway, the truck is just getting parked like that, and they come over in the morning and just cut it out. So I'm going to protect mine. How I'm going to do that, I'm going to use, this is high temperature engine paint. I'm going to spray it. You just want to make it different so they cannot recycle it. Because they go under, they see it is painted and it has a VIN number scraped into it. They just get the hell out of there because it's not worth it for them to cut it at that point. I can't believe that in the richest country in the world, with this junk of a car, I have to do this. Because literally every time I park my car somewhere, the catalytic converter is exposed and somebody can get under it and steal it.
According to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, 1,298 Americans told their insurance providers that their cars' catalytic converters had been stolen in 2018. By 2020, catalytic converters theft was up to 14,433. The number of catalytic converter theft in the United States surged to 64,701 in 2022. Almost half of those cases came from 2 states. California and Texas had the highest number of catalytic converter theft claims, with about 24,000 and 8,000 thefts reported to insurers, respectively.
The car part is too easy to steal, including no identified marketing, and is very valuable. Catalytic converters contain precious metal that makes some of them worth more than $1,000 each on the black market. At least one man in Inglewood was shot and killed trying to stop a catalytic converter theft. Stolen catalytic converters from California were resold for $600 million. This is a whopping amount of earnings from catalytic theft. Experienced thieves can remove a catalytic converter in 1 to 2 minutes using basic tools. What can net a thief hundreds of dollars at a scrapyard or recyclers can then cost you thousands of dollars to replace. Depending on the make and model of your vehicle, you need to learn more about how to protect your catalytic converter and prepare your vehicle for the next smog check.
The NCIB now notes a substantial decrease in the crime, with monthly reports of converter theft dropping from over 5,000 in 2022 to approximately 2,675 per month in 2023. Data from insurance carriers State Farm shows a 74% drop in the Cadillac converter theft claim during the first half of 2024.
The recycling yards. Thieves often sell stolen Cadillac converters to scrap yards, metal dealers, or recycling centers, creating a market for the stolen goods. The role of a junkyard and metal recyclers is the potential buyers. The scrap yards and the metal recycles are often the end point for stolen Cadillac converters.
How to prevent Cadillac converter theft. Law enforcement experts recommend the following tactics to protect your car from Cadillac converter theft. Get your Cadillac converter etched, ETCHED. Many police departments and some muffler shops will happily ETCH your license plate number onto your car's Cadillac converter for free. Thieves have a much harder time selling a converter if it can be tied to a particular theft, making it almost worthless to them. Park indoors if possible. What thieves would break into a garage when there are easier targets outside? Would they break into your garage? No. Look for cameras. When you need to park your vehicle, choose parking garages and lots covered by cameras. Park in a well-lit area. Thieves are less likely to steal where they're more likely to be seen. They're not going to steal where they're going to be seen. And consider installing a dash camera. A dash camera uses motion sensors and will record anyone close enough to your car to get to the Cadillac converter. The motion sensor will sensor and it will give you that alarm on your phone device, because a lot of apps are connected to the motion sensor. I have one too. The presence of the camera can be enough to scare thieves off to find easier prey. Install an anti-theft device. Some car shops offer shields designed to make Cadillac converters harder to remove. We're aware of no studies on how well these devices work, but it seems logical that thieves might move onto cars if you have a camera and a sensor connected to your phone, plus the ETCHED printed on your Cadillac converter. That way, they're unable to sell it.